Hello, everybody, and welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Tina. I am really happy to be here with you in the wee hours of the morning. Yes, I am deciding to share my crafting as I actually do it so I can share a lot more with everybody. It is very early in the morning, still dark outside. I am not a good sleeper, and I'm going to be just sharing my videos the way that I craft. I think it's taken a huge amount of stress off of me, and I'm feeling a sense of freedom that I don't always have to worry about doing a video. Am I going to dub it? Am I going to edit it? Am I going to do all those things and just relax a little more, dive into my crafting, and enjoy the experience? So thanks for being here for that. All right, so I am doing this 10, I'll have 10 pages. I'm going to share a new layout each week for the 25th anniversary of the first film of Harry Potter. I'm using this Wizard and Company from Echo Park, and I'm going to do all my stickers later, but I'll explain that. I've done a lot of pre-work on all of this. It's good to go, and all of the details, I can see I've already lost a piece of my wand. All of the details are going to be in the comments, so you can just pop on down there and give a look-see. Okay, had it and lost it, and it is a really, really, really thin brown piece for my wand. I just shared a video. We're just going to go for it. I just shared a video about how we lose stuff in our craft room. Like literally, I just shared it, so this is epically funny for me. Okay, we're going to take all these off. Now, I did gut this paper on the outer portion. I'm going to start with this side over here. Now, I do use a glass board, but I'll try to keep the glare down when I am doing the two-page scrapbooking. I don't have to worry about it. And then I have a sleeve I put on the top. My whole craft room is black and white, so, you know, it's real. Also, when I'm crafting by myself, I use this. It's loud and it's clunky. When I'm crafting on video, I use these little guys that I run through like nobody's business. So a couple of true confession changes. Okay, this is cut to 11 and a half, but these will be in the design space file. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time giving measurements on these. And a lot of these are just straight cuts on this one that you'll be able to figure out really quickly. I'm just going around the outsides because I gutted a 10-inch square out of, now just across the bottom, not across the top, because that top portion will be open. I gutted a 10-inch square out of the center of this paper. Now, a lot of people, when you gut, you can still go all the way to the side as long as your gut is the right size. So let me line this up because I want to get that ½ inch all the way around. A little higher than I like to. Actually like to craft a little bit lower than this. I like to craft right along my edge that I don't know if you can see with where my camera placement is. All right, here we go. So I'm going to place this flush and then just kind of go up about ½ inch. There we go. Kind of wonky. Need the big boy magnets out here. I have bar magnets for my glass board, and they are chef kiss on holding every single thing in place. There we go. All right, I'm going to give a rub. But yeah, super early in the morning for me. This is when I do most of my crafting because sometimes I am not a great sleeper. Okay, this area fills in. There is no overlap on these. Something you could do to, like when you're putting white on white is, I like to trace my pieces with a broad tip marker. I do this a lot. One of these layouts, I'm going to trace every single piece, but I probably won't do it on camera. I will most likely just tell you that I traced them all. I go through a lot of these broad tip markers because I buy these black ones that I can really burn through. But the main reason is because I use them so much. I don't want to ruin good markers. This will ruin your tips. It will actually put a groove in your tips, like little cuts first, and then a groove. So I do recommend not using your higher quality markers to do this. Okay, there we go. That way, I must grab the magnet for my cap. Okay, just down the sides now on this one. And I will go on the back and put some washi tape, but I wanted to gut this because you're already using two, and if you buy a pack of this paper, you get one. It's one of the things that drives me nuts. I love the collections, and you can see here it adds just the tiniest bit of definition. Um, I needed two of these, and I gutted it because when you see me bring the books in, those books are cut out of the centers that I removed. So one of the nice thing is you can obviously purchase individual sheets of paper. And if you have favorites, I suggest that anyway. Okay, across the top, there we go. I'm going to flip it over. And when I do this, I like to put something across the back for stability. I used to actually tape paper, not in its whole place, but like strips of paper across the back. I don't know why I feel I need this. I use page protectors, but over the years I have lightened up a little bit. So now I'm just going to put some washi tape, and I don't really have good washi tape and bad washi tape. Washi tape has always been a tool for me for this, or something I decorate my envelopes with, but this works. I do less than I used to, so I'm kind of happy with that as I'm trying to simplify some of my methods. Okay, there we go. Simple strips. I have 6 inches at the bottom on this one, and then I have 5 inches combined at the top, but ideally you want to make up 11 inches, right? So make up 11 inches and all things will be good. All right, I'm going to lay these back out, even though I'm not going to put them down. I want to go ahead and put my other side down first. Let's pop this, because I'm going to want to do the same thing. But I'm going to use my other one to line up at this point, so I don't really need to lock this in place too much, because I'll bring that one in when I'm ready, which will be in about 2 seconds. All right, this will be my bottom now. This is a textured paper that I used. One of the things I did with this particular workshop that I've been loving lately is I used all different kinds of paper. I don't know that I'm ever going to go back to one brand of paper ever again in my life. Cutting on the Cricut's very important for me. So, and you'll hear me talk about that. I have some plans in the future. I'm not going to open my mouth because it gets me in trouble. Haha. But cutting on the Cricut machine is one of the most important things for me in selecting my papers, because I am such an avid Cricut user. But I love textures. And this one, I mixed papers from, I think, 3 different companies, and I love them all mixing together. I think it also has really helped me with improving the confidence that I have in crafting, picking my own colors, matching those colors. If you're always having somebody tell you exactly what has to go with what, then you're going to kind of rely on that. I mean, all of us would, not, me as well. So that has been such a wonderful experience for me. Okay, here we go. The final piece. The final piece of the puzzle. All right. And there we go. So I'm going to have my backgrounds done. And gutting that paper allowed me to take the insides and do our book, which we're going to talk about the theme of this layout. But this general background that I have going on here with this is just a really easy one to build off of when you want to have a strong focal at the bottom. So a bottom like this could also work for panoramic pictures and, separating that from the rest of everything. That's going to drive me nuts. I don't know if you guys can see that little teeny tiny bit of white that's there. That would drive me nuts. Now I have washi tape on here, so it's like, thank goodness I haven't rubbed yet. It's like how I'm going to peel it one way, it's going to stick another. Okay, let's try this one more time. Another thing you could do there is add a little bit of black ink, but then I would have to equally start adding black ink everywhere, and that wasn't something I wanted to do. Okay, there we go. I've solved all the problems in the world. I can see a little bit there, but we're going to ignore it. Okay, so I have 2 4x6, and then I have 2 4x4 mats. They're cut 1/4 of an inch bigger, so 4 1/4, 6 1/4, 6 1/4, 4 1/4, 4 1/4, 4 1/4. Here's that inside piece I did. The design space file will be down bottom, so just check that out for bar magnet. Just check that out for all the for the book. Okay, so here's what I did. It's not just this book. My plan for this was I had to pick kind of like 5 things about Harry Potter, which is impossible. If you are a Harry Potter fan, you will know that Harry Potter is huge. There's a reason why they call it the Harry Potter universe, and it just got bigger with each installment, but it was such a big part of Jacob's growing up, as he has all the books in hardback, has read all the books, we've seen all the movie tons of times. We became big Harry Potter fans, and a lot of fun memories with those. Just movie nights and binge watching the movies, waiting for the new books to come out, waiting for the new movies to come out. So I wanted to do something special. I took this written text to create my open book, and then let me show you what I created. Okay, the open book. And then I found all these spells from Harry Potter, and I just chose 10 spells that were a memory for me. So, like, Reparo is because I'm a big Hermione fan, by the way. She was always fixing his glasses, and I loved when Hermione would, like, kind of scold them, and she was like, oh, come on. Obliviate, and it has what they are, like Leviosa, which, if you know Hermione, it's Leviosa, not Leviosa, right? Okay, I'm sure I'm going to get somebody, but used to make objects fly. It tells you what all of the spells are, and my ideas, we're going to add these so that the spells are kind of popping out of this book. And then we have a wand, of course, because you need to do your spells with a wand. That I'm going to find that extra piece too. Not I'm going to rob a kit so I can finish mine. Okay, let's go ahead and put these down. I should have glued my other one first. Let's glue that other one in. And these are cut specific because of the words, but you could also cut this out of, whatever you want. Typed paper, you could do that. If you wanted to go in and make your own paper, how cool would it be to actually type up all of the spells on some paper and then print that off and then cut out this portion using that? That would be such a great idea. We can do so many things with our machines, right? All right, here we go. I like to use liquid glue so I can slide my pieces around. I'm not naturally a coordinated individual to like line my stuff up, so this really works for me. And then if you happen to end up with an edge or something, black marker. Black marker can be your friend up against a black piece. Like, I can see that I have a little bit right there. Probably just trim that off first. Let's just say it's just a tiny bit. Okay, and then you can always just grab your black marker to go around the edges. The all pattern paper is, well, at least as far as I know, all pattern paper is printed, so it all has a white core. So if you want to tone those down, you can always just kind of go around them with a black marker. I do not do it for all of them, but this also is the reason why I really love solid core paper. Okay, we're going to get this book down. So we are going to the one experience that we're doing. I want this to kind of be in the center, so I want to see some yellow at the bottom and the top for this book. Almost like the book may or may not be floating a little bit. So I don't want to put it all the way at the bottom. All right. So these two I want to line up. So I'm just going to put the first book down and then use it as my guide to put the left side of the book down. I really do love it. Okay. My book's a little bit off. This tiniest bit. Let's just grab that again. Don't press down till you know that your stuff is exactly where you want it. You can lightly tap, but okay. So I'm going to be adding all of my stickers at the very end. This is a really clean layout. And what's going to happen with it is by adding all of the little popping spells and the stickers. The sticker collection itself, a lot of the stickers are smaller stickers, which work well for the designs that I had for this, because I'll be able to add lots of little elements with the stickers at the end to kind of bring these, to the next level. And I decided not to put the book on foam tape. Instead, I'm going to put this card that says, "I put a spell on you." That was going to be on foam tape, as is my my spells. I might do a couple of the stickers on foam tape as well, and kind of, that's like my thing. All right, I'm looking at this, and I'm trying to kind of leave that equal border. Just nice, straight. This is mini dot paper, so go a little slower with your adhesive. It's a little more fibrous, so it tends to rip a little bit more. But so worth it. Small, this will have a small separation from the two mats in the center. Do it again. And I go so fast all the time and rip my mini dot paper. So I'm glad I shared that little tidbit. But in my next video, you guessed it, I may in fact rip that paper. I don't know why I'm always in such a hurry. I'm always in such a hurry to put my mats down. I'm always, probably because I need the extra time to do the stickers, because I will spend, I'm going to do this off the video, like off camera, and then just come back and show you the ones that I did, because I could spend 15 minutes putting a layout together and 35 minutes putting my stickers on. True story. Okay, this one over here is an extra photo mat, and I want to decide where I want them. I can still lift this a little bit. So if this one's going to be on foam tape, which is what I originally thought, my plan was that I would have to kind of put the foam tape up here, but I really want the book to shine, so I'm going to change from my original plan. You always have the right to change your mind. And I'm going to kind of tuck this under a little bit, and I'm going to keep it on the yellow, just down on the yellow. I will probably have some other elements to cross my borders so that it doesn't look so separated. There we go. I'm going to do the same with this 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 mat. Oh, I love mini dot paper. It might be one of the things I'm going to miss. I'm going to miss it so much now that Photoplay is no longer with us. I wish the best of luck to everyone from the Photoplay family. Okay, there we go. All right, this is great. I'm going to put my wand together, which is just a simple brown piece, which means I'm either going to find it or cut another one. And then I'm going to get all of my spells, foam tape, and then I'm going to do my stickers. But for the magic of video, and since I know I'm recording these as a series, I'm actually going to put all 5 of the pages together, because I like to move my stickers back and forth. And then I am going to bring those 2 videos together. So when I come back, I'm going to actually have some magic with this. But this is layout 1 of the 25th anniversary Harry Potter collection. Look at this wand. This wand's going to be so cute. It has like a little piece that comes down it. Yeah. I'm having so much fun putting these together. Yep, so much fun. Okay, guys, I'll see you back here for all the details. Okay, and now let's check out all the details. Right. Realized I needed my microphone. Okay, so here is a layout 1. Hopefully I'm going to bring them back in order, right? Because they're all done. All right, so we have that open book, and this is what I loved. These little pieces of paper that are kind of floating out. I went ahead and I looked up, whoa, I looked up Harry Potter, some of these spells that they had. So there's 10 of those featured. I did find my wand, by the way, everybody. There it is. You have the wand, and then the stickers. So I have the books over here, no foam tape. So I'll say if it's foam tape, because I like to do some with and some without. All right. All of these can be found, all the stickers can be found on the sticker sheet. All right. So here we go. We've got the books, the little potion bottles everywhere, because, that's just such a thing with it. The wand is on foam tape, and then next to it on foam tape is swish and flick, because if you knew Harry Potter, you know where that comes from. And then I added the hat on foam tape over here to the, I put a spell on you. See that? And then you can see these are our little black dollar bling. Let me see. Let's grab a pack. A whole pack of these. Barely put a dent in them. Love them. Love, love, love. Okay, so bling here, 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 wherever you want. You're going to have a ton of bling, so I just put it on there. I did like the four corners, and then more potion bottles over here, another little potion bottle here, and you can write on these potion bottles. I would suggest a slick writer or maybe a Sharpie, but if you wanted to have fun and add even more elements, you could do that as well. And that's going to be the end of number one. I really love how this turned out. My original idea was for that spell book with the spells bursting out, and I think it worked. I really like it. All the information will be down in the description of the video. And what a great way to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the first Harry Potter movie. I hope you guys will hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. This is my first time doing a workshop like this where I put all 5 pages together and then came back and did these second parts of the video. So thank you guys for letting me try that through this workshop. A lot of fun here. All right, guys, happy crafting. See you soon. Bye-bye.